This is the exact process which we follow in our own company to automatically analyze all the sales calls, meaning whatever conversation or communication takes place between a person in our company, maybe a sales rep, maybe me or my partner, and a potential customer, a client, or a prospect, everything is automatically analyzed using AI. Now you might be wondering, why is this important? Well, because this allows us to do market research. You might be wondering, like, firstly, why is market research important? Well, the simple reality is a simple example to illustrate the same. Let's say I'm selling these white colored earphones, but if the market in which I'm selling, if they have a taste, if they have a preference for black colored earphones, no matter how good this product of mine is, no matter how good my persuasive abilities are, people won't buy because they do not want what I'm selling. So we have to figure out what people we are trying to sell to want, what resonates with them, and once we have figured this out, we just sell that to them. So that is the significance of market research. And now you might be wondering, Saumil, my favorite guru on the internet, told me that I should go to these Twitter threads, these Reddit forums, do all of that process, like do this tedious manual work and use that to figure out what my market actually wants, do like market research, niche research, all of that crap. And if that resonates with you, if you like that, I'm not saying that does not work. It's just something which I don't want to do. Like, I live in a world where AI and technology is so freaking good that we can automatically do this manual work using AI and using automation for free of cost. So why would I not do that? This will save me time, effort, and AI does a much better job, at least in my opinion, compared to humans in this thing. And the other thing, like the last question you might be having, I want to clear all the objections in your head, because if you don't believe this process will work, this won't work. And I know all the objections in your head, so I'll just clear it. So when you try this out, you have full conviction this is gonna work, and then it's obviously gonna work for you. The last point which might be in your head is, Somil, why do I need these sales calls to like analyze? And basically in all these Reddit forums, everything, you're just trying to figure out what your ideal customers like, what do they actually want. If I had a question for you, what would be the best way, or like what would be a better way to figure out what someone wants instead of just asking them? Like, we are using a head to figure out what that person wants, what that lady wants, what that guy wants. Is it not much smarter to just simply ask them on a sales call, give it to AI, and tell AI, brother, this is what they said, analyze it and tell me what the frick do they want, what frustrations, pains, whatever do they have in the head, which I can solve, and that would allow me to do market research and obviously increase my revenue. Anyways, hopefully that was like persuasive enough, and we can get into the meat of the content. The first step is we have to generate transcripts of sales calls. What exactly is a transcript? Like, let's say I said, hi, my name is Somil. The text version of the same, like this is the transcript, right? Like I just said, hi, my name is Somil. Hi, my name is Somil. This is called a transcript. Like, if there was a software which, as I was speaking these words, which by the way they do exist for free as well, like I'll just give a simple example. Hopefully this should work. Like, this is a free software you can use. Like, the only issue is it cannot like record or capture what the other party is saying. Otherwise I would have suggested you to use this platform, but the reason we're not using it is because we need to capture what the other party is saying. I'll give you a simple example of what a transcript is. Like, hi, my name is Somil. So basically this text thing is called the transcript, and me speaking, like basically whatever the words which are being exchanged in the sales call, we have to figure out it in the text format, because we cannot give like chat gpt a 1 hour video call recording and tell it to figure out what exactly did the person say. It's gonna get too complicated, Unfortunately, I think AI is not at that point yet, at least not in my knowledge. But in the future, eventually we'll reach that point. But for now, we have to create this transcript. So you might be thinking, like, if you don't have previous sales calls and you want to use this process to record your next upcoming calls and automatically generate transcript, because like you can download the call recordings and all, and yeah, that absolutely works. But is it not much better if the transcripts were automatically generated? Because yeah, there are a lot of transcription tools, like I think Descript, like transcriptor, like this tool, but they're paid, they cost money. So I think it's much better if you simply just generate the transcripts in the first place. Two things which I absolutely love is Loom, which I'm using currently to record. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Let's say this thing, like I'll just use the recent sales call. I took it a couple of days ago, and this is what I'm going to be using as the data set. Basically, a lady from UK, and if you come to the transcript section, basically all the things which are being said in the conversation are present over here, like all the words. The only limitation in Loom is obviously if you want to record these long calls, it's paid. I think like $15 a month, not a lot. But the second issue is if you use any language apart from English, it won't be there. Like transcripts are not generated. I'll just try to find another call recording which is maybe in another language, and then maybe it's going to be visible. Yeah, so this is a sales call with the, I think he has like an IT company which provides these services to companies in the US. My partner took the call, and it's generated, but it's not the best. It's not like, it's kind of all over the place. So I'll try to find some other sales call recordings. And does this have a transcript? So this is weird. Like it only works if you're taking calls in English, like pure English. Even if there are like couple of words in another language, Hindi or whatever your regional language is, Loom does not work well. So if you're taking sales calls in like English, it works perfectly fine. It works like magic. The other thing which you can use if you don't want to use Loom, you want a free tool, is Fireflies. I absolutely love it. Fireflies.ai, and yeah, this is a referral link. You can try it out for free. It has got a lot of free usage. You can just create a new Gmail account and use that. When you are done with your free usage, you don't have to pay them. But in case in the future you do decide to pay them, I do get a small commission. So yeah, if you like me, you can sign up using this affiliate link. Otherwise, you can just go to fireflies.ai. If you absolutely hate me and you don't want me to get any commissions, like absolutely no worries. And what, like you can just go here, like get started for free, continue with Google, log in with your normal Gmail account, and what will happen is whenever you have like a Google Meet, Zoom, and I think it works with everything like Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Zoom, another person like Fireflies AI is going to be present in the call, and it's automatically generate, like it is automatically gonna generate transcripts, and once the meeting ends, it's gonna provide you the entire transcript of the call. And yeah, that is how you generate transcripts of sales calls. So if you're taking calls only in English, then Loom would be my favorite. Like that is what I use. But Firefly supports like local languages as well, and it supports like English as well. So if I had to choose between just one tool, like I would use Fireflies, but I use a Loom for a lot of different things as well, so I use it. But both of them work absolutely fine. Loom can be like, for Loom you have to pay because I think the recording limit is very less. If you're using the free version of Loom, I think just 5 minutes, and you cannot have more than 25 meetings. So you can use Fireflies in that case. If you have existing call recordings without transcripts, like you have call recordings but you don't have transcripts generated, you can do the following steps. You can go to Amazon Transcribe. It's absolutely free. Like I think it's like freemium. Basically you can start for free and later you have to pay. Like I've used it a lot to generate transcripts of calls which were in like regional languages. Like, for example, there was a person, he had created like a video in like Tamil and he wanted to convert it into English, so I used it for that. This has the highest number of languages available, like literally almost every language in the world is gonna be there, like all Indian regional languages, everything is supported. You can just follow the on screen instructions. It's not that difficult. Like, you just have to create a free account using like Google, Gmail, whatever, and then you can upload your file and you can like automatically generate the transcript and you can download it as well. So yeah, it's totally free to use for English calls. Like, if you take calls exclusively in English, what you can do is you can go to YouTube and upload the calls and the transcript is automatically generated. I'll try to see, like I'll try to find an example of uh, what the transcript on YouTube looks like. Maybe this video has there. I think Charlie Morgan had the video. I think this one had the transcript. So if you upload your YouTube video, you can click on this like show transcript and the transcript will appear over here. So if you're going to use YouTube, the only issue is it takes a couple of hours or like maybe even 1 to 2 days for the transcript to be generated, depending on how long your video is. And obviously it's not very like consistent. Sometimes in the video, like the previous example I showed you, it was simply not generated, and what you can do is simply like come here and copy the entire transcript and boom, that's the process of like doing this. So if you do not have existing transcripts, this is what you can do from your next sales call. Like, always record them, and Loom will be the best one and Fireflies AI will be the best one. These two are the only ones which I've used, so I cannot suggest something else. Like, there's another thing called Bubbles Note Taker, but the transcription feature is only available on like the Pro plan, which is like $25 a month if I'm not wrong. And yeah, so it's only available here. It's like $12, sorry, in the yearly plan. So maybe, I don't know, just check it out. And yeah, these two, this is basically what I'll suggest you. So by now you have a way of generating transcripts for your future calls. And if you already have call recordings and you want to like generate the transcripts for them, this is what you can do. Another honorable mention is the thing which I mentioned, like tool deepgram.com. You can upload your own file. This never works for me, so you can click on this. You can upload the mp3 file, mp4 file, and click on run. It says loading, but for me it never generates the output. So maybe this is like an issue only with me. So you can try this tool as well and see if it works for you. If it works for you, cool. It's totally free to use, like unlimited usage for free. Anyways, by now you either have the transcript copied on your clipboard or you have like a file which you can download. Like, I'm just gonna download the file. Like, I'll just use that meeting only, the one with the UK lady, like this one. So you can just simply like download the transcript, like click on these three dots and click on download captions and boom. So that is now done. So now we have to open ChatGPT, my absolute love of my life. I love it, man, so much. And like, I've used it so freaking much. So yeah, I've been using it for like 4 hours continuously. So you won't see this issue though. Like, ChatGPT 4 Omni, I think this is the best one in my opinion. So you just simply come to ChatGPT and follow this entire mega prompt which I've created, like the entire prompt. Yeah, till here. You come here, you paste this entire prompt. You might be wondering, Somil, why is it such a long prompt? The simple thing is like I included every single instruction so that there's like absolute zero margin of error. And yeah, so now basically ChatGPT is gonna ask you some questions and you have to answer them. So the first question is like, what is the customer's niche? Like, what is the niche of the person? So to answer it, I'll be like, the client. Like, I'm just giving the context for this sales call. Like, obviously, it's gonna be different for everyone else. The person in this case had a theme page on Instagram related to wealth, make money online, freedom, etc. The customer is relatively new to theme pages, and this is not my exact niche, by the way. Like, she just came to me, so I decided to help her. And the customer is relatively new to theme pages and is from the UK. The products and services are, we're basically helping her monetize her audience better and get higher conversion rates on her paid offerings. After that, for close a sale, like, what was the call for? Like, is it a discovery call? Is it like a, what do you call that, demo call where you're showing the features, everything? But this was like to close the sale on the spot. That's what I did. And the fifth one, like, I just leave it, I don't know the known challenges. Like, yeah, and you just give it to ChatGPT. So it will give you like some basic things, and you have to go through it. If ChatGPT has a wrong piece of information, then you have to correct it. Like, she is just a robot. She's not a human being. And robots can make mistakes. So if you're not getting good output, that does not mean the problem is ChatGPT. You're just shit and you're just terrible at providing good quality instructions to the machine. So what you have to do is just simply go through it, everything, and figure out if there are any problems or anything. And once that is done, then you can simply just upload the transcript. So one thing which you need to do, like, if you remember, we downloaded this thing, right? This call transcript. This is in SRT format, which is not the best. Like, ChatGPT has a very hard time reading this. SRT is basically like the format used for subtitles. So I'm just gonna rename it to TXT, which is a much easier format to use. Like, just rename it and replace SRT with TXT. I think I've already done it previously. So I'm just gonna delete that and do it. Use TXT. Boom. So now I'm just gonna upload the TXT file, like the captions. What you can also alternatively do is, I'll just open the Loom thing again. Like, you can just go to the transcript, or I'm just using Loom for example. You can simply copy it and you can just directly like paste it as well. And yeah, that also works. Anything works. I just prefer like uploading the document. And I think you do need like the paid ChatGPT plan for it, but it's like just $20. So yeah, you can do it. Like, bro, it's not that deep. And now you have an extremely detailed report. It will tell you like all the frustrations. Like, you can see, like, this is perfect niche research. Like, you can see, like, the people in this niche are growing, they're getting good views, everything, but it is not leading to any income. Now imagine you wanted to create an ad. You can be like, you have millions of views and these subscribers, but does your bank balance actually reflect that? Now that's a pain point which you can target and leverage in your marketing. After that, yeah, you can just see everything, man. She does not have a clear monetization strategy. She does not have her own products, and she's basically selling someone else's product. Like, a lot of knowledge. Unoptimized systems, like she was using ManyChat, but it was broken. She did not want to appear salesy. I asked her in the call a question, what differentiates you? And she's like, nothing, I don't know. If I wanted to write a piece of copy which converts, I can just be like, are you a theme page owner who is just tired of appearing like every single other theme page? Whenever you try to sell a product, like people just be like, yeah, another one of those. That's gonna target them directly, and they're gonna be like, damn, bro, he actually understands me. Like, I asked her, like, what do you think is stopping you? She had like, Somil bro, I don't know, like I don't know how to do it. And you can see the unspoken frustrations, everything. Like, it's a extremely long and detailed report, and it works like magic. And now you might be wondering, like, this step is done, and boom, it's done. Like, the step fourth was to paste the txt file or the transcript, and once the transcript is generated, you just open Google Docs and you click on a new blank document, and you just come here and you copy it entirely. Boom. Sorry, I should have copied from this point after. Boom. Now everything is taken care of. It will tell you all the frustrations which he has, but she's not speaking. What do these frustrations, like, what do they lead to? How is it manifesting in a daily life? Like, you can literally like stalk her without stalking her. Like, she's probably checking the engagement metrics of her reels. One reel maybe went to 1 million views, and now she's stuck. After that, she's spending like wasting time fixing these broken systems, and she's just not that good with technology and all, and she does not understand it. She's thinking like, if I try to sell something, people are going to think I'm like salesy. She's comparing her page to all the competitors, and she's like, bro, they're better than me, and there's nothing which sets me apart. She can, like, this literally did all the homework for you. Like, if you had to create this entire report, like, imagine how many hours it would take you. And this entire process takes like 5 minutes max, not even 5 minutes, like 1 to 2 minutes max. I'm just illustrating it, and that is why it's taking time. But once it's done, bro, like, it's so freaking easy. And like, it's complete, man. Totally complete. Like, these are all the challenges which she's facing. And what has she tried, like, in the past? Like, what are recurring patterns and struggles? Like, what could happen if these outcomes persist? If you're like creating YouTube videos and you want to target these people, you can just focus on this. Like, what are her aspirations? What are her goals? Like, when I wanted to convert her, I just asked you, like, she was like, the pricing is maybe a bit too high. I was like, is it bit too high to travel the world and to quit the 9 to 5 job you just told me you hate? Now, this is giving you leverage points for that. She wanted to escape the 9 to 5. Now, even if I'm charging her like $2,000, do you think she could ever say no? I'm like, $2,000 for like quitting your 9 to 5 job? Is that a lot? And she's like, damn, bro, that makes sense. Like, why is there a gap between where she is at currently and where she wants to go? What are some desires in her heart which she has not spoken? Like, she does not tell her family about it. She does not tell her colleagues or co-workers about it. But she has it deep in her heart. What has she tried in the past which did not work? Why did they not work? What would be the perfect solution for her based on the sales call? AI is gonna tell you, bro. AI is gonna tell you. You don't have to use your freaking head. AI will tell you everything. You just have to follow this process, man. I cannot stress. Like, it took me hours to build this system, perfecting it, and I promise you, you won't find it anywhere else because I freaking created it. Like, go through the internet, find anything, like find a video or any system which will give you this level of output. You cannot do it. I created it using the power of my freaking mind, man. And like, everything. If I had to appeal to like these theme page owners like her, I can use these headlines. Like, what features of my services, like, what will resonate with them? What would make their mouth water? Everything is here. What marketing strategies can I use? Like, what steps can I use in order to close the sale instantly? And this is exactly what I used. Once the call ended, I was like, give me 5 to 10 minutes. I want to think of a concrete plan of action and share it with you. I literally use all these 3 steps and boom, the payment was done. Yeah, that's how you close clients, man. That's how you close these clients, my brother and my sister, if you're watching this. And some additional notes, the more sales call transcripts you upload, like you can just upload like 10 call transcripts. I just downloaded one for purpose, but over here, like you can come here and you can just upload 10 of them. The more, the better, because now the data set is better. If I toss a coin once and head comes up, I cannot conclude that head has a 100% probability of coming up because the data set is very small. If I toss the coin like 10,000 times, the probability of heads showing up will be close to 50. It might not be perfect 50, but it will be close between like 45 to 55%. So the bigger the data set you provide to the machine, the better quality of the output which you're going to receive, because yeah, the sample size is better, and also it can then observe common patterns. Like if I upload 10 call transcripts and the AI machine can analyze a certain pattern which is going on in all these transcripts, obviously it's going to use its head. Like I cannot see all the patterns, but the AI has advanced tools and technologies, and AI can be like, bro, I noticed this common pattern in all these calls. What if you just leverage this thing? Well, like when you said this thing, people were very like interested or something. What if you replace that thing which people were not very warm and receptive towards, and you just include this one thing? That's the power of AI, man. Like if you're not using AI well, bro, I don't even know what to say. That's the process which we use in our company. Yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, once again, come to the sales and community. Absolutely free to join. Just come over here and boom, you can drop a question. Like I'll just let it load. You come to problems and solutions. You create a new post, title it. The best thing you can do if you want to help, if you want us to help you in the fastest and the bestest way, like if bestest is not a word, just go to Loom and record a video like this, like a quick one. You don't have to show your face, and just explain it. Add the link, you can attach photos and videos, and yeah, that's it. Have a nice day, man. Take care.